today I have a special guest with me, Kash Alavi.
Hello, guys.
Kash has listed this phenomenal $5 million property located in Toronto, and it has a fantastic living room, a spacious dining room, an elevator, a dream kitchen, an open concept family room, primary bedroom. So did you actually get what you thought you're gonna get for this house? Because I feel like when I came in for the consultation, obviously the house doesn't look like it does right now, and it's the client's personal belongings. And I come in, I take my photos, and I was like, don't leave it to me, I'll take care of it. Did you get what you thought you're gonna get?
Well, first
Is
of
this
all,
what you envisioned?
This is not our first project, so I kind of
Yes.
know what to expect with you. That's why I called you. I'm not really a design guy, but I have a good taste, and I know this is kind of where I wanted it to go. But I know these guys were living here, they have personal belongings, they have a dog, they have a parrot, and obviously whenever you're living in a house, it's not gonna be as nicely done as when you're doing your staging thing.
Yes.
So yes, this is actually above what I expected. I think you've really tied it in, made it super soft. I love the finishes.
Are you a pink person?
I
wasn't sure, because I've never done pink for you before.
No, I was actually debating, should I wear the pink shirt with this blue jacket?
Oh, really?
Because it could go together, right?
Yes.
So, and when I first came in here and you were like mid-staging, I saw the pillows, I'm like, oh, she's gonna do pink. And I was excited about that.
Okay,
I think
good.
It really ties it really nicely with the wood and the stones. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Above my expectations.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So Kash, when I come to these projects, I generally don't know much about the history of the property. Tell me a little bit about who built it, why they did certain things, because I know my viewers not only love the interior design side, but they also want to know why they did certain things. So we'll take them through that.
Well, yeah, because so Leaside is a very well-known neighborhood, and it's like very popular with the upper middle class families. We've got tons of great schools here. So the ones that come in here, they usually have 1 or 2 kids, or they're establishing a life and they're starting their journey. So the architect here is very well known. Peter Higgins is a premier design firm in this neighborhood, and he really took his time to make sure that every inch of the house was functional.
Right.
The lots in this neighborhood, the properties are a little bit tighter.
Yes.
So the homes are a bit closer to each other. So here they spent the time to make sure they can fit a double car garage, but yet not take away from the layout. So they pushed it up here. You've got a nice wide layout on the formal living space in the front of the house. And then it's kind of cut off by the elevator, the bathroom, and the butler servery. You have the more family area in the back where the kitchen's overlooking, and you've got a nice private backyard. So they've taken their time and done a fantastic job at really positioning the house and laying it out.
Right.
correctly.
Layout is everything. When you're in the planning phase of building, when you really sit down and go through the layout and make it desirable enough that it suits your needs as a homeowner, I feel like that's when you get the most out of a property. When I go to some homes, I see it's just kind of all over the place. There's no really flow in the house. You know it wasn't built with love.
Exactly.
But this house has definitely been built with love, and you can see that throughout.
And of course they spend on that, right?
Yes.
Peter Higgins is not a cheap designer, so they spent the time and the money. And a lot of the homes that have this over the garage layout, they become a little awkward and elevated. You get tons of stairs in the front. Here, they've done a great job at splitting that in half. You have a few steps from outside, a nice landing to the front. Then the foyer is dedicated, so you don't have that winter breeze that goes through the whole house. And then you've got the office that's directly accessible from the front door. So if you have a professional visitor or someone that comes in to see you real quick, they don't have to see your whole mess in the house, right? So, and someone who has 5 kids, myself, I know how messy the house can get. And it's a great aspect to have
5 boys.
5 boys, yeah. They use the house as their own recreational facility.
I love it.
Mentioning actually a recreational facility, Leaside has one of the best sports complexes here.
Yes.
2 ice rinks, you've got tennis clubs, you've got indoor pool, and it's all within walking distance of this house, which is fantastic.
Definitely made for families.
So Sanaz, tell me a little bit, what were you really thinking designing this space? Because I couldn't have come up with this configuration or even this couch itself.
Well, First of all, if you did come up with the configuration, you would have staged it yourself. So I'm kind of glad that you don't know how to stage and you're leaving it to me.
100%. 100%. I go to a dentist for my dentist work.
There you go. You don't do it yourself.
Yeah.
Basically, what we do is when I walk in through the house, I see certain features and elements. Like, for example, the fireplace here was a big focal point for me because it is dark, it is black, it's heavy. So one thing was I thought the house already has a lot of masculine features, like the paneling. I didn't want to go too moody, so I decided to go a little bit lighter with the colors and the tones. The floor is also not so light, so we went light with the furniture. I love peanut. This is one of my favorite pieces, Kash.
I've never seen this couch.
I haven't used it for you before, huh?
No.
I have 2 or 3 of them in my inventory. I've sold a few of them to clients. Like, we've had people buy the property and then they're like, oh, okay, so let me take the sofa because it looks so good here.
It's so soft. I love the
It
texture.
is.
And I'm so sorry. I just ruined your.
No,
your
that's
pillow
okay.
casing. I know.
I
Karate
know.
chop.
And that's the thing. When we first came in here, we did a walkthrough and it showed that people had come in and sat down and relaxed because all the pillows were like, bunched up and moved around. So that's the feeling you want to give with your
100%.
stages.
And the other thing is that people, when they're looking at pictures, most of the rooms are just like 4 walls. You don't see much of the house, but you see the furniture, you see the carpet, you see the accessories, and that really shows how new the house is. So staging is so important. We've got like 6, 7 showings on the first day alone. People were just lined up here. And for a
That's
price,
amazing.
for a price this high, like you would think we'd get a lot less, but it's doing very well. And I attribute a lot of that to your staging.
Thank you.
So thank
I
you so much.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Tell me something. From a professional home stager, I really want to know what goes through realtors' minds when they decide to virtually stage.
Oh my God.
Did you know I'm going to ask you something crazy
I have
like
no
that?
idea, but I'll tell you something.
And that's why I didn't give you a heads up.
You didn't tell. But I'll tell you something. I actually hate virtual staging.
Okay, good. Tell me
Because
why.
I feel like it drags people in.
Yes.
Where they get this image in their mind of what they're going to get in this house. And then as soon as they walk in, all they see is walls and bare floors.
This is what I say.
And virtual staging is not even that cheap. It's like $70, $80 a picture. And in a house like this, we had 92 pictures. So you do the math. You might as well just go ahead and stage it so that when they walk in here, they don't get disappointed.
I've heard this before because agents are like, oh, virtual stage. But then the client comes in and they're like, well, where's all the furniture?
You know
this
what
is
I
not
call
the
this?
same house.
You know what I call this? Real estate catfish.
I like it. Thank you. And stepping into our open concept dining room, this kind of layout always makes me excited because you're kind of unlimited, right? You have this nice open concept space to do whatever you want. And we're showing 8 here, Kash. And you and I both know that in homes that are $5 million, $3 million, you want to show minimum 8 seats. But I feel like this could have done.
It could handle it. Definitely.
It could definitely handle a 10-seater.
I think you can even push to maybe a 12-seater. I think if you really wanted to, you could. Like, there's tons of space here. If it was a bit more square or something. But
if you use the room to its full extent, then yes, the full potential, you could possibly do 12 seats.
And this is what this is beautiful about this house, because here in this neighborhood, you have tight properties. This house can accommodate a large family and large gatherings. So this
Very
is
important.
Yeah. And you have direct access to the kitchen through the butler's servery or from the family room section. Or you can close it off and get more privacy. And,
I like it closed. Yeah, I like it closed because I feel like if you have that separation, it's there for a reason. It's there for access, but leave it shut, leave it closed. One of the other things I love about this space, turn around and check this out. So this is actually a built-in wine cellar, but you said it's not.
Yeah, it's not a cooled wine cellar, but it does have. It's a wine display. So when you have your parties and your dinners and stuff, you want to showcase some of the bottles that you have. This would be a great feature wall for that, and also gives it texture and a bit of contrast.
It does. I mean, what would happen here if we didn't have this? We would have drywall and we would have paneling.
Exactly.
Typical house. So one of the things I love about this builder, and we've done projects for him many times before, is the fact that he uses these certain elements to really highlight spaces and uses them really well, because a wall like this turned into a wine cellar. It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, this wall is separating the office from the dining. The office is on a little level below.
Yes.
But it gives it that perfect separation and a beautiful, display.
Yeah,
right? So-
it's a designer's dream. And a wine connoisseur's dream.
Yes, yes. I'm currently on a little diet. I'm not drinking any alcohol
No
or
alcohol?
coffee. So
How do you do it with 5 kids?
We just,
You go into silent retreat.
That's right. You know about that. I went to silent retreat last week. I needed it.
When I first came through the house, it was the powder room that I realized which builder did this house, because I bet if you guys go through our library of videos, you can pinpoint the homes that this builder has built because of the powder room.
Yeah, I love that powder room.
Stunning. This is a stunning powder room, guys. So many details. And this is one of those powder rooms where it's a lot of layering has happened. You have the wallpaper, you have the beautiful floor, you have this stone tiled wall here as a focal point with your mirror and then your lights. And then all the cabinet work. This powder room is pure perfection. This is a dream powder room, I would say.
And
very masculine.
Very masculine.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I was going to say, is that if you're going to do a powder room so strong and masculine, it's got to be the powder room. You can't do it on your ensuite in your bathroom, because that's where you get undressed. That's when you're doing your makeup. It's more of a personal space.
Right.
Here, it's more of a public space. Your guests are coming through, and you're not really undressing in here. You're just doing your business, washing your hands, and coming out. It's a perfect place to have this theme combination.
I agree with you. And I always say to my viewers, when you're designing your house, revamping, or doing anybody else's house, the powder room is one of the most important areas in a house. And a lot of people kind of neglect it, I feel. They'll put like a little pedestal there, builder style. I mean, like not custom home builders style.
Yeah.
And, they call it a day and it's just everything is white. So boring. This is the one spot that everybody's going to visit at some point during their visit.
Intimate visit too.
Yes.
And this is actually a really large space. Like you wouldn't expect a house, this size to have this size.
No, you have two and you have this separation here with the wall too, right? I love it. I think
very chic.
it's very like club hotel looking,
Exactly.
right?
I love it. Yeah.
Good
and I
job.
love the glitter and the wallpaper.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does add a
It's
little
shimmer.
bit of, it does.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
The powder room's actually in a great location because it's right in the middle of the formal and informal space.
Yes.
And then you've got the stairs right beside it with the glass railings. It lets a lot of the light in. And on one side, you have the elevator. This is actually one of my favorite pieces because in this neighborhood, you have lots of stairs going up and down. And
May
it's very
I?
important, of course.
This is one place I never visit, is the
Yeah.
elevator.
Shall we
Actually,
take it to upstairs?
Yeah,
Or
we
downstairs?
can when we go up. But you know what? It's funny because when my movers see an elevator, they're like, oh, that's great. I'm like, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because if you use it and something happens, we're done.
Yeah, no, but this elevator is fantastic. They
Love the
use it for their
wallpaper.
pets to send the bird up and down. They have a parrot in this house. And the
Can we
parrot,
visit him before we leave?
100%.
You guys,
It's a she.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a he. It's a she. It's a she, and she talks.
And she's such a talkative bird. And she helped sell the last house these guys had, and she's going to help sell this one.
I'm
too.
sure she will. We're gonna see her before we go.
Awesome. Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
That's a karate chop.
Sanaz taught me.
Yes.
Yeah. I do it on my kids too. Go do your homework. Go get dressed. Go do your brush your teeth.
Maybe with a little bit less.
A little more gentle.
Yeah, just
Ta-
they're pillows. They're accessories, you know.
Okay,
Go gentle on them.
Good girls, good boys.
But I love that. I saw you doing this. I was like, oh my God, he's seen my videos.
Yes, I learned a lot from you. Even in my house, I go around karate chopping
Yeah?
pillows. Yeah, and the kids are learning too. So thank you, Sanaz.
Karate chop your pillows.
Yeah. Karate chop. I love this family room. It's absolutely stunning. They've got these extended covered ceiling with the rope lighting, which gives it that beautiful ambient lighting.
I
When
love
you're
it.
sitting here watching TV, you've got the fire going. Winter, summer, spring, fall, every season here has a different theme going on. They get the Christmas tree out here. And it's very spacious.
It's very spacious.
Yeah. Tell me a bit more about how you kind of designed this. Because when I first walked in and I saw this massive, like, big
Coffee table?
coffee table,
You're like,
yeah.
oh no.
I was like, what's
did you
going
do
on
it?
here? Yeah. All I can picture is my kids jumping on it. Thankfully, they don't have kids in this house. So Tell me a little bit how you.
Well,
your
it's
thought
again,
process.
it's an open concept house. So you just, it's really airy and open. So the pieces we picked had to be perfect for the space. This sofa was actually custom made. This is the first house I'm using it at. But you notice it's the same fabric.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you match it to that one?
No, it was like I do a lot of my sectionals in this, a lot of my pieces in the cocoon. And the one thing I love about it, especially with people with kids, is it's so durable, it's protected. So it comes with a fabric protection, it's pre-treated. And this fabric, because of the texture, you don't see a lot of dirt and, mess ups on it. And it's easy to clean.
You obviously haven't used this in a house that has 5 boys.
I understand the color concerns you.
It would have to get sprayed with so much protectant, like just
Saran wrap it.
Yeah, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's the best focal piece here, looking straight at the frame TV.
I want to show you guys this TV. Check this out. This is one of those picture
it's frame
frame
TV.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I love it.
Yeah, used as a painting. But what's really nice is they had it professionally installed into the stone, so that you got to be very careful.
It's really cool.
Yeah, this is all book matched stone. As you can see, all the lines are well matched. The builder really went to the extent of making sure that it looks like a one piece, and it's very delicate.
Well, his wall units always just kind of, I'm like, oh wow, I love
they're like
this.
an art piece.
They are an art piece. He really puts time and effort into them, and if you look at the details of the finishes, you'll see how well thought of all of this happened.
And then I like the rose tint in the mirror in the back of the built-ins.
Yes.
It gives it a bit more depth.
Yes, it does.
It makes it feel a lot bigger too. So fantastically done. The other great thing about this family room is that it has a direct walkout.
Yes, I love this.
And not only that, this neighborhood being a bit more tighter, it's very important. In this house, you have no homes backing onto you, and you kind of have that privacy. And if you don't want to put down the blinds, you don't have to, because you don't have anyone that's really looking into your space. So you can enjoy that afternoon sun. We're facing west right now and have a clear line of sight for like 200-300 meters, which is fantastic.
I love the size of this door. Because typically what would happen is you would have a lot of drywall and a much smaller door, because doors are expensive, right? Like when you're building homes, you get to see the cost and the price of something like this. And it's not cheap money to get something like this.
No, definitely not. And speaking of karate chop, I want to do one of these. I was going to do it while you're talking, but I didn't want to scare you.
me?
Yeah. So,
like, what is he doing?
So the owners have the electronic blinds on a timer system, because as of the afternoon onwards, you've got the sun that goes right above, and then it comes down this way. It comes automatically down and stops that sunlight to go right in your face if you're watching TV or like cooking or something like that.
So at a certain time, it just closes it off for you. And I'll tell you something, this is such a wise thing to do, because too many times we leave our furniture for staging and I see the discoloration, right? So this is something that happens in your own homes, is your furniture gets discolored, your floor gets discolored from the sunlight. So to have something like that, very well thought of.
Well, the beauty here is that your furniture is absolutely not going to get discoloration, because this house is going to sell so fast.
Yes.
You're going to pick it up in like 2 weeks.
I think it's only been like a week and you're already having a lot of activity. You're going to call me next week and be like, come pick up your stuff.
There's a lot of interest. So let's go into the best part of the house. This is my absolute favorite. I love this island. Love this island.
Yes.
And the best part of this island is where it's actually facing, floor to ceiling window, and the fact that they've actually combined 2 different materials here.
Yes.
So you have wood to make it really warm.
Right.
Right? And then you've got the stone with the waterfall effect for the actual island where you have water involved.
What are you serving today?
I'm going to cook you, I don't know, karate chop?
It's lunchtime.
Well, it looks like we're getting some herbs.
Some moss.
Yeah, some moss. It's very good.
I really love this concept. I've seen it in a few homes. And to be honest with you, afterwards, when the buyer comes in and does their walkthrough, I've been to a few of the properties where they wanted me to design it for them after, and they always talk about how this was such a wise decision on the builder's part, because then they don't have to think about, oh, can I fit a table here? Even during staging. Some of these kitchens we come to, we're like, can we even do a 4-seater? Is it going to fit? Is it going to look weird? But then you have this already, and all you need to do is put in your chairs.
Exactly. And you know what? To be able to fit something perfectly in this
Yeah.
exact space, it's always better when it's done like this. And there's so much details. Like they
Yes.
spent the time to really fit it in, get the extension, and put it on top of the storage and everything else.
Well-
It's very difficult to do, but it's very nicely done.
I want you guys to come and see it from this angle, because the way that this has been designed, it actually has created a lot of architectural interest into just the island itself.
Yeah.
And look at all of the layering that you have here. You have the stone island, you have the tabletop, you have the cabinetry, and then you have another kind of slab on top of the slab,
Exactly.
which is 2 different materials, which most people wouldn't even think about. But when you
Yeah.
see it done like this, it looks like a piece of art.
Yeah, but the best part about this is a lot of people wouldn't know just looking at it. But what it is that I've seen these owners use the space. You can slide your laptop right here.
Oh.
You can slide a few different things, like if you have like a basket with blankets, it could go right there. So it's functional as well as beautiful, and it piques your interest when you're looking at it and you see the multi-layers. It's like a work of art.
I love it.
So
Really great
beautifully
job.
done.
We also have Wolf appliances here. That's very fitting for a $5 million house.
100%.
But tell me something. What do you do when they price high and they don't give the appliances that are high end?
Well, you know what? It depends on the neighborhood. In this area, we have people that really appreciate and truly understand the value that they're getting, and they expect these kind of
It's
finishes.
expected. So when you're building in the lease side area,
100%.
you need to spend on, I mean, honestly, any area. Because when you're spending the money, you want quality. And I see that they have the wall oven and what is this one? Microwave?
That's a microwave convection.
Convection,
also.
yeah.
And you've got the sub-zero paneled fridge as well.
Love this.
Yeah, very nicely blended into.
Do you find that it makes such a difference when they do the paneled fridge versus the stainless steel face?
100%, because you know what, the rest of the appliances are stainless steel. There's already enough of the stainless
Yes.
steel. The fridge takes so much real estate that if you're gonna do stainless steel, it just starts to look commercial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, it's definitely worth the investment.
Beautiful kitchen. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Don't you find staircases are the spine of the house?
100%.
It's such a main feature, and a lot of people neglect this area.
And you know what? I love a floating staircase.
Yes.
Especially once you have like, in a house like this, you want the light to really flow through everywhere.
Right.
And a floating staircase like that with the glass railings allows that light to come through.
Look at the light. I mean, we have so much skylight up here. There's a lot of natural light coming through here, which is fantastic.
And not only that, the skylight here has been placed in a very nice pattern. You've got it kind of dripping down this feature wall.
Yes.
We've got beautiful natural stone in a woven pattern with the paneling on each side that really.
Love this.
I love that.
This is so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
But can I tell you what else I feel? I feel like this is that perfect stone to come and put like a slight like waterfall
Yes.
type thing over this.
You know
right?
why you're saying this?
Why?
And if you notice, the whole theme of the house is all earthy,
Yes,
natural finishes.
it is.
So this here reminds you of like pebble stones at a
Yes.
beach.
Isn't it so perfect?
It almost goes very well with water. And this reminds you of like a nice oak tree.
Did this builder ever do something like that? Did
I
they
think in a
ever
different
do?
house.
I feel like they
Yes.
did. I feel like I've seen something like that with their homes.
Yeah, but
with
not in
stone.
this house. I mean, it would have been
No.
very fantastic and beautiful.
Yes, definitely an upgrade.
Yes, love it.
This is amazing. I love this staircase. Staircases are definitely important. If you're building, make sure you upgrade your staircase area because a lot of people will see it walking throughout your house.
And it really depends too. Like when you're talking about a 4,000 square foot home, 3,000, 4,000, they're really pushing the limits of this property, and you have to make the best of it all.
Exactly.
And the stairs take a lot of space, so having it open, floating, glass railing doesn't make it feel tight.
I agree. Welcome to our primary bedroom. This is, whenever there's double doors, I'm always like, that's luxury.
Yeah, exactly. And the only thing I really remember every time I go to a primary room where I'm presenting for video, it's the MTV Cribs. This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. That is so true. Well, we jumped on the bed and I ruined my staging, but let me just fix that. I mean, there's so much to say about this bedroom. Like when I walked in and I took the photo, I was like, well, we have our headboard, we have our feature wall, all the nice features are in. We just need the mattress.
Yeah, the built-in lighting. Again, that ambient lighting. You've got the built-in speakers here, pot light. I love the window because again, it's almost floor to ceiling. It starts at the floor, it goes all the way to almost the ceiling, but you have a great open view again with no one looking at you.
Yeah, so, this view is fantastic.
Yeah, let's pull up
this.
Feels
very private.
Very private. This blind here will give you that privacy if you don't want your bed to show, but you want some light to come in.
So this is the ones that go either way, up and down,
up
right?
and down. Help me put it up here so we can show them the view.
What am I doing?
Oh, wait. There you go.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not tall enough to get to the top of this.
Click here. You don't need to be tall. Look.
There's a click as well there too.
Okay.
But you see, you get this gorgeous view. And this is, we're still considered winter. Well, it's just spring right now, but you're going to get beautiful, lush trees. All these columnars here on the side. You've got the maples in the back. Once everything is nice and green, it's like, what happened? Is it not clicking in?
I'm still trying to click it.
I think we need to, I'm not tall enough to click this, so I'm really depending on you. You can do it, Sanaz.
I can do it. But then I hear,
no, we'll just keep going down with it.
Yeah.
You get the point. It's a beautiful view, okay? Let's move on.
I love this window, floor to ceiling. Okay, that was the whole point of this.
Yeah, exactly. But now we have the built-in fireplace, TV. Again, nice accent, natural stone look, which is really nice. We have 4 fireplaces in this house. 4? 4, yeah. So formal living, family room, basement, and the primary
basement.
room.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're all gas?
They're all gas fireplaces.
Such a big difference, no? Between the gas and the electric? So tell me, from a real estate perspective, are these things that you would recommend to our viewers if you're thinking of selling or you're building? Would you invest more and do the gas fireplace versus an electric fireplace? 100%. Or do you not think it's even worth it?
Listen, if you have a small condo and you're trying to save space, electric is beautiful because it has a low profile. But essentially all you're getting is like a heater and a light. Yeah. A plug-in heater and a light.
Exactly.
A gas fireplace gives you the real flames. It gives you that ambience. It gives you the feeling. You feel the heat like you would in a real wood-burning fireplace. But we all know that wood-burning fireplaces, first of all, the code is very strict on them. But second, wood-burning fireplaces are really not efficient. They pull all the heat out of the house because of the heat rising, and it shoots it all out. So this is the best way to go. Gas fireplace, easy controls, and beautiful.
So it's a go as an upgrade, as a real estate agent. And he is 100%. One of the best in Toronto, 100%. So take his word for it. Yeah. So yeah, invest in it. Gas 100%. Fireplaces are the way to 100%. Go. Good, yeah. Good.
And now on to the ensuite. First and foremost, I want to mention we've got heated floors here, which is very important. Canadian weather, you come out.
That's such a Canadian thing.
You need it.
I don't think any homes in Florida have heated floors.
I don't think you need it.
Let us know if you live in Florida and if you have heated floors in your house. I definitely want to know, but I don't think they need to invest in that. But in Canada, you do.
Maybe they should invest in cooling floors. I don't know. Does that exist?
Good idea.
Nice cool floors. Maybe I'll come up with that. We'll write the
I think that's a good idea.
But in the meantime, let's show this beautiful space here. So we've got his and hers, same theme with the stone, beautiful built-in mirror, nice and big, makes the space look much bigger.
Right.
What I really like, because we have a lot of kids, we don't usually use a tub much at my house.
Right.
We use the shower because 5 boys, we just throw them all in. I go in there with them. And I feel like this shower would actually accommodate that.
It's very spacious.
Right? And the bench is very important too, because you sit them down, you do their toes, you cut their nails, whatever you got to do, and then you send them in and out. Really
Daddy daycare.
Daddy daycare.
I love it.
Hey, if I wasn't so successful in real estate, I'd stay home with my kids.
Oh my God, you're amazing. Well, you're great with kids. So.
Thank you. We've got the seamless drain there.
I love that.
Steam shower in here. Very important.
That you just hit something right there. And I'm going to say this, steam shower, guys, after work, it's just like, it's such a soothing way. It's an easy way to relax yourself.
Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people are drawn towards it, but do you feel a lot of people use it?
I'm not there with them in the shower to see if hey, are you using your steam? But
But we have it there for you if you want to use it.
yeah, but if it was me, I tell you, I use it all the time.
Do you?
I'm the kind of guy that does super cold showers. Helps me regulate my heart rate. And get my breathing down, especially when I'm making a video. You know, you get nervous, even if it's like 1,000. Yeah, get your blood flowing.
But we start like this, and then towards the end, you get into the steam shower.
She just
and cool
taught
off.
me this. I'm gonna do it before every single video. But steam shower is also the other extreme. You want to loosen up your muscles. In the nighttime, I would use a steam shower. In the morning, I would do cold showers to get me going. And
good point.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take that.
The other thing I really like about this bathroom is you have a separate toilet area. You know, this is clear, so if you're comfortable with your partner, you can do your business while they're doing brushing their teeth. I would probably get it frosted because I don't want to see my partner doing their business.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
That's it, right? This is actually quite a large bath, and I could even fit a few of my kids in here, but it would be good to have a bit of privacy here, right?
I think you do need some privacy. Let's give you some of that.
Cool. But now it's very dark, and I want to get some light in.
I can help you with that.
Oh, there you go. Not bad at all.
Good?
So I get to see outside, but no one can see inside. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Well, this was a fun tour.
Very fun.
Is it finished? Are we done with the house?
No, we have one very important aspect to this house.
Okay.
But first, let's take the elevator to the lower floor, just because we can. Let's go.
Oh, I like that.
All right, we're gonna take it to B, basement. But it doesn't really feel like a basement here because it's a lower level, a few steps up to the backyard with massive walkout and a massive window.
It
so
is.
tons of light coming in.
Very airy, I remember when I came. We didn't stage the basement.
No.
No.
We did a few of their own pieces and
Right.
you kind of styled it for them. But there's one thing in the basement, very important, that I want you to see.
How did I miss this? Did I stage it? We didn't stage it.
No, you didn't stage it.
Well, I want to see what you're talking
Let's
about.
go see this. So Buddy's actually a part-time real estate agent.
How's it going?
Just waving.
Hi.
Waving. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
She doesn't know what that camera is doing. So.
Can I tell you a joke? I don't know any bird jokes.
Yeah.
Do you know any bird jokes? Well, buddy, we're going to sign off on our YouTube video. Are you ready? Do you want to sign off with me? Yeah?
Bye.
Thank you guys for joining us on our home tour. It was amazing having you on, Kash.
Thank you so much.
It was a
for
lot
having
of
me.
fun going through the house with you.
I had a blast.
So you guys can definitely like, comment, and subscribe to our video and our channel. But Kash has a lot of different methods of reaching him as well. So I'm going to leave it to you.
It's very simple. You can find me almost anywhere on Google, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. It's Kash with the KASH_Alavi, ALAVI. See you guys next time.
See you guys. Bye, buddy.
Bye.